The awakening of the chosen one is not just a simple moment of realization. It is a transformative experience that transcends ordinary human understanding. Imagine for a moment that you are walking through life unaware of the immense potential within you. But then something shifts. It could be a sudden insight, a quiet stirring in your soul, or an undeniable pull toward a greater purpose. In that instant, everything changes. You are no longer just a bystander in your own life. You are awakened to your true calling, your divine purpose. But what exactly happens when the chosen one awakens? What is it that triggers this powerful shift, and how does it reshape everything they thought they knew about themselves? The Bible speaks of this kind of awakening in numerous passages. In Jeremiah 29:11, God declares, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future." This verse isn't just a promise, it's a call to awakening. The chosen one is not just chosen randomly. There is a divine plan, a purpose that has been laid out long before they even knew it. Have you ever felt that deep, unexplainable sense that you are meant for something greater, that there's a purpose that only you can fulfill? That is the calling of the chosen one, urging you to step into your destiny. But how do you recognize this moment? What does it look like when the chosen one finally awakens? The answer may surprise you. It is not always a dramatic revelation or a powerful sign. It can often begin with a subtle shift in perception. You may start to see the world differently, to feel a deep connection to those around you, and suddenly you may realize that everything in your life up until that point was preparing you for this very moment. The question is, are you ready to embrace it? Are you prepared to step into your true power and purpose, even when the road ahead seems uncertain? Let's take a look at what happens when this awakening occurs. Just as Saul, who became Paul, experienced a life-altering transformation on the road to Damascus, Acts 9:3-6, so too does the chosen one go through a profound shift, an awakening that can change the trajectory of their life forever. But with awakening comes responsibility. As Romans 8:19 tells us, "For the creation waits in eager expectation for the children of God to be revealed." The world is waiting for the chosen one to rise and fulfill their purpose, and this responsibility can feel overwhelming at times. What does it mean to walk in the light of your purpose? How do you navigate the challenges that come with this divine awakening? And most importantly, what impact will this have not only on your life, but on the world around you? These are the questions that the chosen one must face as they step into their divine destiny. As you reflect on these questions, ask yourself, could this awakening be happening to you right now? What signs have you been overlooking, and how might they be calling you to your true purpose? The awakening of the chosen one is more than just a personal journey. It is a calling that echoes through time and space, waiting for you to answer. Stay with us as we explore what it truly means to awaken to your divine purpose. You may find that the answer lies not in the distant future, but in the choices you make today. Chosen one, what happens when they finally awaken? When a chosen one awakens, they undergo a profound shift, a transformation that touches the very core of their being. This isn't just a simple moment of self-awareness. It's a spiritual awakening that alters their entire perception of who they are and why they are here on earth. Imagine the moment when the veil lifts, and you no longer see yourself as just another person with daily responsibilities. Instead, you realize that your life holds a divine mission, one that transcends the ordinary. Suddenly, you are no longer confined to a limited self-concept. You come to understand that you're a soul with a unique purpose, called to fulfill something far greater than yourself. This moment of realization is not a fleeting one. It's not merely a casual understanding of your identity. It is a deep spiritual recognition that your life has been divinely orchestrated. As it is written in the Bible, "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart." Jeremiah 1:5. These words echo in the heart of every chosen one who has experienced this awakening. Their life is no longer random. It's guided by a higher purpose, one that is being revealed with each passing day. They begin to see themselves in a new light, as a soul on a mission, chosen for a purpose that they have always known deep within, even if it was once hidden from them. This newfound self-awareness is incredibly transformative. It is as if the blinders have been removed, and they can now see the world with clarity and purpose. Every experience, every joy, every sorrow has been a lesson designed to bring them to this moment of awakening. They begin to understand that their challenges, their struggles, and even their failures were not in vain, but were all part of a greater plan to shape them into who they are meant to become. The Bible says, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose." Romans 8:28. This verse perfectly encapsulates the journey of the chosen one, who can now look back and see how every event, even the painful ones, has led them to their true calling. As they awaken, they begin to uncover truths about their existence that were previously concealed. They start to see the bigger picture, how their life fits into a larger narrative. They may have once questioned their purpose or felt lost, but now they are beginning to understand that their life has always been a series of divine steps, each leading them closer to their true purpose. And it's this understanding that brings peace. They accept that everything they've been through, every hardship, every victory, has been preparing them for this very moment. In this moment, they feel a deep sense of gratitude for the journey, no matter how difficult it may have seemed. This awakening is not just about gaining clarity. It's about shedding the layers that no longer serve them. The chosen one begins to let go of the false identities they've carried throughout their life, those shaped by societal expectations, family pressures, or their own limiting beliefs. As it's written in the Bible, "Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." Romans 12:2. This transformation is liberating. It's as though they are shedding an old skin, one that was never truly theirs. As they release these outdated identities and fears, they step into their authentic selves with a sense of freedom and power. They are no longer bound by the expectations of others or the weight of past insecurities. Instead, they stand tall, knowing who they are and why they are here. But this is just the beginning. The journey doesn't end with self-realization. In fact, it's only the first of many significant changes that will unfold as they continue to awaken to their full potential. What comes next in their transformation? How will they embrace their newfound power and purpose? This is only the start of their journey, and the path ahead promises even greater revelations. One of the most striking transformations that occur when a chosen one awakens is the dramatic enhancement of their intuitive abilities. It's as if a veil is lifted, and they gain access to an entirely new level of understanding that doesn't rely on logic or reason, but instead emanates from an inner source of knowing. This isn't a fleeting or occasional experience. It's a profound shift that makes intuition a constant and reliable guide in their life. It's the type of inner knowing that transcends rational thought, where they can feel deep within that they are being led toward a specific truth, even when the reasons behind it aren't immediately clear. Imagine the feeling of suddenly trusting your gut without second-guessing yourself. You've felt it before, the quiet nudge, the voice inside you that urges you to act or speak in a certain way. But for the awakened soul, this inner voice becomes amplified. clearer and more insistent. What was once a whisper is now a steady, unwavering presence. As the Bible says in Proverbs 3:5-6, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight." This verse captures the essence of what an awakened individual experiences, learning to trust that inner wisdom, even when it defies conventional reasoning. As this intuitive ability sharpens, the chosen one begins to experience a deeper connection with their inner self, where insights seem to come from a place beyond the surface of their conscious mind. These revelations often feel as though they are drawn from the well of their soul, providing them with the clarity to make decisions that align with their higher purpose. Over time, as this inner guidance proves to be reliable and accurate, it builds confidence in their intuition. They no longer question their instincts, but trust them completely, knowing that they are being guided toward what is best for them, even if it doesn't always make sense in the moment. This heightened intuition doesn't just help with decision-making, it also serves as a powerful tool for personal growth. It acts as a mirror, reflecting back the areas of their life that need attention, healing, or change. The awakened individual becomes more attuned to their own emotional and spiritual needs, realizing what parts of themselves require nurturing and what patterns must be released. It is through this deeper self-awareness that they begin to align more closely with their true calling, making the necessary adjustments in their life to fulfill their higher purpose. In this sense, intuition becomes a form of spiritual development, guiding them on a path of continual evolution and refinement. But this transformation doesn't happen in a single moment. It's an ongoing process. As the chosen one walks this path, their intuitive abilities continue to unfold and deepen. Each decision, whether it's a major life choice or a seemingly trivial moment, becomes an opportunity to listen to that inner voice and act in harmony with it. It's as if their entire life becomes a dance with this inner wisdom, constantly shifting, learning and growing. And with each step, they move closer to their higher purpose, guided by the steady hand of intuition. Does this deep inner guidance ever fail them? How does the chosen one learn to trust it fully, even in the face of uncertainty? As they continue on their journey, the path is illuminated not by external circumstances, but by the wisdom that resides within, and it leads them to the profound understanding that their life is unfolding exactly as it is meant to. One of the most profound and beautiful transformations that the chosen one experiences upon awakening is the deepened connection with the divine. It is as if the very fabric of their reality shifts, and they become acutely aware of the constant presence of a higher power in their life. This presence is not distant or abstract. It is a tangible, ongoing connection that fills their existence with a deep sense of peace, love, and support. In the stillness of their soul, they know that they are never truly alone, for they are always connected to a higher wisdom that guides them, comforts them, and surrounds them with love. This connection with the divine transcends any particular religious form or tradition. It is a personal, intimate bond with God or a higher power, whichever that may be for each individual. For some, it may take the shape of a loving God, while for others, it may manifest as a universal force of love and light. But what unites all these experiences is the unwavering certainty that there is something greater than oneself, something that provides support and direction every step of the way. As the Bible reminds us, the Lord is near to all who call on him, to all who call on him in truth. Psalm 145:18. This closeness is not a distant, vague presence. It is a constant, comforting reality in the life of the awakened soul. With this heightened connection, the chosen one begins to notice that they are being gently guided by a higher wisdom. The answers to questions, the solutions to challenges, seem to arrive effortlessly. Often these answers come as a subtle nudge, a whisper in the heart, or a sudden clarity that points them in the right direction. They no longer feel the need to struggle or force solutions. Instead, they trust that the divine is guiding them even in the most uncertain times. The Bible speaks of this guidance in Isaiah 30:21. Whether you turn to the right or to the left, your ears will hear a voice behind you saying, "This is the way, walk in it." For the awakened, this voice is not a distant one. It is the very voice of the divine, leading them toward their highest good. Another profound aspect of this divine connection is the overwhelming sense of being loved and supported, no matter the circumstances. This love is unconditional, a steadfast love that does not falter, even in the midst of hardship or difficulty. The chosen one begins to realize that they are held and cared for by this higher power, and in this realization, they find strength. It is this unconditional love that becomes their anchor, providing comfort in moments of sorrow and reassurance in times of fear. As Romans 8:38-39 reminds us, "For I am convinced that neither death nor life, neither angels nor demons, neither the present nor the future, nor any powers, neither height nor depth, nor anything else in all creation, will be able to separate us from the love of God that is in Christ Jesus our Lord." This verse speaks to the unshakable bond that the chosen one feels. A love that holds them no matter what challenges life may bring. This deepened connection with the divine also brings with it a profound sense of purpose and meaning. The chosen one begins to understand that their life is not random or insignificant, but part of a greater divine plan. Every experience, every joy, and every hardship is seen as a piece of a much larger journey, one that is guided by the hand of a loving and wise Creator. This understanding brings reassurance, knowing that they are exactly where they are meant to be, even when the road is difficult. The Bible affirms this truth in Jeremiah 29:11, where God declares, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope." This assurance brings a deep sense of peace, knowing that there is a divine purpose in every moment of their life. As this connection with the divine grows stronger, it becomes a wellspring of inner strength and resilience. The chosen one finds themselves better equipped to navigate life's ups and downs with grace. They no longer rely solely on their own strength, but on the unshakable support of the divine, who holds them steady through every storm. And as they continue to tune into this connection, it deepens, becoming an even more profound source of wisdom, love, and guidance. The closer they draw to the divine, the clearer their path becomes, and the more they are able to navigate the complexities of life with a sense of peace and purpose. Do you ever wonder what it would feel like to be so deeply connected to something greater than yourself? How would it change the way you face life's challenges? What would it be like to feel the constant presence of divine love, holding you in times of uncertainty and guiding you toward your highest purpose? As the chosen one continues on their journey, they begin to realize that this connection is not just a fleeting moment. It is a lifelong journey of deepening trust, love, and spiritual fulfillment. When the chosen one awakens, one of the most powerful and transformative changes they experience is the release of fear and doubt. These emotions, which have often been the invisible chains binding their potential, begin to dissolve. For many, fear and doubt have been constant companions, casting shadows over their dreams and goals. They create self-imposed limitations, convincing the individual that they are incapable or unworthy of success. But as the awakening unfolds, these feelings are recognized for what they truly are: illusions, false constructs that no longer serve any purpose in the chosen one's life. Fear no longer holds the same power, and doubt loses its grip. As fear and doubt are released, something truly liberating occurs. The mind clears, free from the clutter of what-ifs and the constant hum of uncertainty. The heart becomes lighter, unburdened by the weight of negative emotions. This emotional shift is not merely a fleeting moment of relief. It is a profound transformation in how the chosen one perceives themselves and their capabilities. They begin to see themselves not as someone held back by limitations, but as a powerful being capable of achieving greatness. This newfound self-assurance becomes the foundation for greater personal growth and accomplishment. Consider the words in 2 Timothy 1:7. For God gave us a spirit, not of fear, but of power and love and self-control. This verse speaks directly to the transformation that the chosen one experiences upon awakening. They move from a place of fear, doubt and hesitation into a realm of power, love and confidence. With fear and doubt no longer clouding their judgment, they step into their true power, ready to embrace their calling. Decisions, once complicated and clouded with hesitation, now become clear. There is no longer the paralyzing fear of making the wrong choice, only a strong, unwavering belief in their ability to make the right decisions. This confidence in decision-making becomes a guiding force, allowing the chosen one to act with clarity and purpose, free from the constraints that once held them back. As the grip of fear and doubt loosens, space is created for positive emotions to take root. Joy, love, and enthusiasm begin to fill the void left by negativity. These positive emotions do not just coexist. They build upon one another, reinforcing the chosen one's newfound confidence and courage. It's a virtuous cycle. The more they embrace positivity, the more their confidence grows, and the more their courage propels them toward their goals. This ongoing transformation is not always instant. It requires continual self-awareness and mindfulness. However, the initial shift at the moment of awakening marks the beginning of a powerful journey. With each step forward, the chosen one becomes more adept at recognizing and releasing any lingering fear or doubt. These emotions no longer have the power to dictate their actions or cloud their decisions. The more they embrace this new mindset, the more easily they can recognize when fear or doubt begins to creep back in and gently let them go once again. As you reflect on this journey of releasing fear and doubt, can you recall a time when you allowed these emotions to hold you back? What would your life look like if you could move forward with the same confidence and clarity that the chosen one now experiences? What would it feel like to live each day free from the limitations imposed by fear and doubt? The awakening brings with it the profound realization that the only barriers standing in one's way are the ones created by their own minds. And when those barriers fall, the possibilities become limitless. When the chosen one awakens, one of the most remarkable changes they undergo is a profound increase in empathy and compassion. This newfound sensitivity allows them to deeply connect with the emotions and experiences of those around them. They no longer simply observe others' struggles from a distance. Instead, they feel them in their own hearts, as though their own lives are intertwined with those they encounter. This awakening of empathy often leads to a powerful desire to help and uplift others, creating a more compassionate and supportive environment. It becomes not just a momentary feeling, but a guiding force in their daily actions. Empathy, which is the ability to understand and share in the feelings of others, becomes far more pronounced for the awakened individual. Where once they may have been detached or unaware of the emotional landscapes of others, they now experience these emotions as if they were their own. The joy of others becomes their own joy, and the sorrow of others is felt as deeply as if it were part of their own story. This heightened emotional connection leads to stronger, more authentic relationships, as the awakened person begins to see the world not through the lens of separation, but through the lens of shared human experience. However, empathy alone is not the end of this transformation. Along with the deepened understanding of others' feelings comes the natural expansion of compassion. Compassion is more than just a recognition of another's suffering. It's a powerful motivation to take action and alleviate that suffering. The awakened person feels a stronger pull toward helping others, providing not only emotional support but also practical assistance when needed. Compassion becomes a guiding principle, shaping their actions and interactions on a daily basis. They are no longer content to simply observe the struggles of others. They are driven to make a difference, to offer kindness, and to provide relief. This surge in empathy and compassion does not stop at personal relationships. It reshapes the way the awakened person views the world. There is a growing awareness of the interconnectedness of all beings, an understanding that each individual is part of a larger whole. This recognition fosters a sense of unity, where the suffering of one is felt by all, and the joy of one can uplift the collective spirit. It is from this perspective that the chosen one begins to see their role in the world. They are not isolated beings, but integral parts of a vast, interconnected tapestry. This awareness sparks a desire to contribute to the common good, to work toward healing and uplifting the collective, and to address societal issues with a compassionate heart. Consider the words of Philippians 2:4, which remind us, "Let each of you look not only to his own interests, but also to the interests of others." This verse speaks to the transformation of the awakened heart, one that no longer centers on personal gain or isolated goals, but sees the value in caring for others. The awakened individual's life becomes an embodiment of this verse, where the well-being of others is just as important, if not more so, than their own. But this heightened sense of empathy and compassion is not just about feeling connected. It is about clarity and purpose. Awakening brings with it a profound understanding of one's role in the world. Imagine waking up to a clear sky after a long period of confusion, as if a fog has lifted from your life. This is what it feels like for someone who has been chosen to awaken. They gain a crystal clear vision of their life's purpose, and this clarity transforms everything. Where once they might have wandered aimlessly or questioned their path, now they see exactly where they need to go and what they must do. This clarity of purpose is a beacon that guides every decision and action. No longer do they feel lost or uncertain. Instead, they move forward with a deep sense of direction. Their mission in life becomes unmistakably clear, and the impact they wish to make becomes the driving force behind their daily choices. This understanding of their purpose brings an inner fulfillment that can never be attained through external means. They no longer seek validation from the world because they are already aligned with the highest truth of their existence. As they step into this clarity, they find themselves filled with an unshakable sense of motivation and passion. Every decision, no matter how small, is made with the awareness that it is a part of a greater divine purpose. This alignment with purpose also fosters resilience. When obstacles arise, and they inevitably do, the awakened individual is able to stand firm, knowing that their purpose provides an unwavering foundation. They are no longer easily deterred by difficulties because their connection to their calling strengthens them, even in the face of adversity. Consider how this resonates with the words of Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make straight your paths. This passage beautifully encapsulates the experience of the chosen one, who, with their newfound clarity and purpose, trusts in the guidance of the divine to lead them forward. Their paths, once uncertain and fogged by doubt, are now straight and clear, illuminated by the light of purpose. Are you ready to discover your own path? How might your life change if you were to fully embrace the clarity of purpose that comes with awakening? What would it feel like to approach every day, knowing your actions are aligned with your divine mission? Just as the chosen one steps into their purpose with confidence and compassion, so too can we awaken to the deeper purpose that lies within us all. When a person undergoes awakening, one of the most profound transformations they experience is the activation of their spiritual gifts. These gifts, often lying dormant or underdeveloped, begin to emerge in ways that are deeply transformative, not only for the individual, but also for those around them. Spiritual gifts can take various forms, such as healing abilities, heightened intuition, prophetic insights, or even an innate connection to the divine. As these gifts come into full awareness, they spark a sense of awe and wonder, as if new layers of existence are being revealed. Yet, with this newfound power comes a deep realization. These gifts are not for personal gain, but are entrusted to the individual to serve the greater good. The activation of spiritual gifts marks a shift in focus, from self to service. The individual awakens to the understanding that their abilities are meant to uplift others, not just themselves. They are no longer seen as isolated talents to be hoarded, but as divine tools to contribute to the healing, growth, and well-being of the collective. This shift can bring both excitement and responsibility as the awakened person realizes the importance of using these gifts ethically and with care. The more they tune into these gifts, the more they recognize that their purpose is larger than any personal desire or ambition. The process of activating spiritual gifts is one of gradual discovery and development. At first, these gifts may reveal themselves in subtle ways, such as through intuitive insights or an inexplicable urge to help others in ways that feel beyond their usual capabilities. These moments of realization serve as markers, pointing the individual toward their unique spiritual gifts. However, recognizing the gifts is only the beginning. The next step is acceptance. Accepting these abilities as a natural part of who they are allows the individual to begin harnessing their potential to its fullest. This step requires humility and trust in the divine plan, recognizing that these gifts are not just personal blessings, but divine tools meant for a greater purpose. As the gifts begin to take shape and grow stronger, there is a corresponding need for responsibility. The awakened person must become aware of the impact their gifts can have on others. Spiritual gifts, when misused, can lead to manipulation or self-serving intentions, but when used with integrity, they hold the power to bring about profound healing and transformation. For instance, someone with the gift of healing must approach it with the understanding that they are channels of divine energy, and this gift must be used to bring comfort, not to exert control. Those with prophetic insights must ensure that their messages are shared with love and care, always guided by a higher wisdom. Developing spiritual gifts often requires ongoing dedication and practice. Just as any skill or talent needs refinement, so too do spiritual gifts. Engaging in practices like meditation, prayer, or study can help refine these abilities, allowing them to be used more effectively and in alignment with one's divine purpose. Additionally, seeking mentorship or guidance from those further along their spiritual journey can provide valuable insight and direction. This continuous growth not only ensures the responsible use of these gifts, but also deepens the individual's connection to their higher self and the divine. As the awakened individual embraces their spiritual gifts, they often experience a profound sense of fulfillment. They see the tangible impact these abilities have on others, whether through physical healing, emotional support, or spiritual guidance, and recognize the deeper role they play in the larger divine plan. This realization brings a sense of purpose and satisfaction that cannot be found through external achievements or material wealth. The more the individual gives of their gifts, the more they receive, both in terms of spiritual growth and inner peace. Their life becomes a reflection of divine service, and the act of helping others becomes the most rewarding part of their existence. In 1 Peter chapter 4, 10, it is written, "Each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others, as faithful stewards of God's grace in its various forms." This verse captures the essence of awakening. The gifts are not ours to keep, but are entrusted to us by God, and we are called to use them in service to others. As these gifts continue to grow and manifest, they become not just abilities, but a living testament to the power of divine grace in our lives. When spiritual gifts are activated, they bring not only personal transformation, but contribute to the greater good of the world. How can you recognize your own gifts? What steps are you taking to refine and develop them? Are you ready to accept the responsibility of using them to uplift others and fulfill your higher purpose? In Awakening, we discover not just the depth of our own potential, but the incredible ways in which we can impact the lives of others and the world around us. As one embarks on the journey of awakening, they are bound to encounter a series of challenges and tests. These obstacles are not arbitrary. They are deeply purposeful, designed to refine the individual and solidify their spiritual and personal growth. The challenges that arise during this time serve as both tests and catalysts for deepening one's commitment to their higher purpose. They push the individual to confront their limitations and break through the boundaries of their comfort zone. Whether these challenges manifest in personal relationships, professional setbacks, or internal struggles, they are carefully crafted to guide the individual toward growth and transformation. The true purpose of these tests is not to punish, but to strengthen. They provide the opportunity for the individual to prove to themselves that they possess the inner strength, wisdom, and resolve to navigate difficult circumstances. During moments of struggle, one is often faced with the question, can I endure? Can I maintain my peace and clarity in the midst of chaos? The answer, as each test is overcome, becomes a resounding affirmation of the individual's growing capacity to handle adversity with grace and confidence. This process helps deepen their belief in their own abilities and reinforces their trust in the divine plan. These challenges also offer an invaluable opportunity to clarify one's priorities and core values. As individuals are faced with tough decisions, they are forced to reassess what truly matters to them. Through this introspection, they gain a deeper understanding of their personal values and desires, which ultimately helps them align their actions with their higher purpose. It is in these moments of difficult decision-making that the individual's purpose becomes clearer, as they are compelled to choose paths that resonate with their true self. These decisions further ground them in their mission, reaffirming their commitment to the journey ahead. Navigating these trials requires patience and perseverance, qualities that are cultivated through the challenges themselves. There will undoubtedly be moments of doubt and frustration where the weight of the journey seems overwhelming. However, these are natural parts of the process, and they are often the very moments in which growth occurs. Each obstacle faced and each hardship overcome serves to deepen the individual's character, fostering resilience and fortitude. The key is to approach each challenge with an open heart and a willingness to learn. By adopting this mindset, the individual can find wisdom even in the most trying circumstances. In these times of testing, it's important to remember that each difficulty is an opportunity for growth. Challenges are not setbacks, but stepping stones on the path to greater self-awareness and spiritual depth. By reframing obstacles as lessons, the awakened individual can maintain a positive outlook even when faced with adversity. Every challenge, no matter how difficult, contributes to the development of strength, wisdom, and clarity. With this perspective, the journey becomes one of constant evolution, where each test leads to deeper understanding and greater empowerment. In Romans 5:3-4, the Bible says, Not only so, but we also glory in our sufferings, because we know that suffering produces perseverance, perseverance, character, and character, hope. This verse beautifully illustrates the transformative power of challenges. They refine our character and fortify our spirit, preparing us for the greater purpose that lies ahead. As the individual continues to face and overcome these tests, they emerge stronger, more resilient, and more aligned with their divine purpose. In this way, every obstacle becomes a necessary part of the awakening journey, shaping the individual into the person they are destined to become. Are you ready to face the challenges that will lead you to your higher self? What lessons might these obstacles be teaching you? Embrace them, for they are not barriers, but bridges to your transformation. When an individual undergoes awakening, they begin to align with higher frequencies, a profound transformation that reshapes their entire life experience. This alignment with elevated energy brings a shift toward positive and harmonious vibrations, drastically changing their internal state and the way they interact with the world. At its core, this shift means that the individual's energy becomes attuned to a higher, more positive state of being. As they resonate with these frequencies, life begins to flow with greater ease, attracting experiences, people, and opportunities that match the elevated vibration they are now operating from. One of the most remarkable changes that occur when aligning with higher frequencies is the profound improvement in mood and outlook. The higher frequencies are directly linked with feelings of joy, peace, and overall contentment. As an individual's energy harmonizes with these positive frequencies, their emotional state naturally shifts toward greater optimism. Challenges that once felt overwhelming no longer hold the same weight. Instead of being bogged down by negativity or external pressures, the individual finds themselves uplifted, guided by a sense of peace that transcends fleeting circumstances. Their reactions become more balanced, and they are less influenced by lower energies, creating a buffer against stress and negativity. This elevated state of being also leads to a heightened ability to manifest desires and goals. The law of attraction suggests that like attracts like, and when one's energy is in harmony with their deepest desires, they begin to effortlessly draw opportunities that align with their intentions. The manifestation process becomes smoother as there is less resistance within the individual. Goals are pursued with greater clarity, and the path toward achieving them feels more natural. There is a deeper connection between intention and outcome, and things seem to fall into place with less effort, reinforcing the belief that the universe is in alignment with their purpose. Moreover, relationships undergo a profound transformation when one aligns with higher frequencies. As an individual's energy rises, they begin to attract people who resonate at similar vibrational frequencies, leading to more harmonious and fulfilling relationships. These deeper connections are grounded in mutual understanding, respect, and shared values. The individual is no longer caught in toxic or draining relationships, as their frequency repels those that do not align with their higher self. Instead, they build a support network of like-minded individuals, creating a community that nurtures growth and fosters positivity. This alignment also affects decision-making, making it easier for the individual to choose actions that are in harmony with their true self. As they operate at a higher frequency, they gain greater clarity about their values and desires. Decisions are no longer clouded by fear, doubt, or external influences, but are instead guided by a deep sense of confidence and inner knowing. Each choice made reflects their authentic self, propelling them toward outcomes that are more aligned with their divine purpose. This clarity leads to a life where each decision feels purposeful and aligned with a greater plan, creating a sense of fulfillment and inner peace. In the Bible, it's said, "Where there is no vision, the people perish," Proverbs 29:18. As one aligns with higher frequencies, they gain a clear vision of their purpose and path. This vision not only guides their steps, but also helps them to make choices that are in harmony with the divine plan. By tuning into higher frequencies, they open themselves to a flow of blessings, opportunities, and connections that empower them to fulfill their true potential. Have you noticed how the energy around you shifts as you align with a higher frequency? What changes have you experienced in your relationships and decision-making as your energy resonates with positivity and purpose? As you continue this journey, trust that every step brings you closer to the life you were meant to live. As we come to the end of our exploration into what happens when the Chosen One awakens, it's clear that this journey is far from ordinary. It is a path of profound transformation, one that not only shapes the individual, but has the power to impact the world around them in ways they may never have imagined. The awakening is not a one-time event. It is an ongoing process of self-discovery, growth, and alignment with divine purpose. It is the moment when the veil is lifted, and everything once unclear becomes illuminated with meaning and direction. In the Bible, we're reminded time and again that each of us has been uniquely created for a purpose. In 1 Peter 2:9, we are called a chosen people, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, God's special possession. These words resonate deeply for the awakened soul. The Chosen One is not merely an individual. They are part of a larger divine plan, a plan that encompasses the greater good of all. Once awakened, they step into this truth, taking on the responsibility of living a life that reflects this calling. But what does this mean for you as you continue your journey? Could you be one of the chosen ones, waking up to your divine destiny? The truth is, the process of awakening isn't just about discovering what you're meant to do. It's about becoming the person you were always meant to be. And when you step into that, the world around you will begin to change. You will find new clarity, deeper empathy, and an unshakable sense of purpose. The gifts within you once dormant will begin to flow freely, guiding you to create a life that reflects your truest self. As you move forward, remember that your awakening isn't a destination, it's a lifelong journey of becoming. Every step you take in alignment with your higher calling brings you closer to realizing your fullest potential. Embrace the challenges, the tests, and the triumphs, for they are all part of the beautiful unfolding of your purpose. As Romans 8:30 reminds us, and those he predestined, he also called. Those he called, he also justified. Those he justified, he also glorified. You are being prepared for something extraordinary, and though the path may not always be easy, it is always worth it. The world is waiting for you to rise, for your awakening holds the key not only to your own transformation, but to the transformation of others. So ask yourself, are you ready to step fully into your divine purpose? The time to awaken is now. The world needs the chosen ones to rise and answer their call. Will you be one of them? If you feel a stirring within, a sense that you are on the cusp of something powerful, leave a comment with the number 7, an ancient symbol of divine perfection and awakening. May blessings of clarity, strength, and divine purpose flow into your life as you continue on your journey. Remember, you are not alone in this. Your purpose is unfolding, and the world is waiting for you to embrace it fully.